Well, folks, welcome to what will be actually our last midweek prayer video of the year. Goodness, who knew at the start of the year that a midweek prayer video was even a thing? And now we must have done around about 30 of them in different shapes and forms and sizes. But this evening I want to be just brief and very practical for you about a number of things for us to be praying for as Christmas approaches. We're in the middle of this Advent season and Christmas is coming up quickly. And often in these times, activities in churches get really quite busy. But you'd think, given everything this year has been and the current circumstances, that it might be a quiet Christmas. And in some ways it might be, but there are a number of things going on in and around SRPC. So if all the activity that's going on, if it's nothing if we're prayerless. It's nothing if we're prayerless. So I want to be encouraging you to be praying for the things that are going on. I want to name a few things here that you can be praying for. There are others that I'll have missed or you'll know about or think about. And so do be praying for those too. But here are a number of things you can certainly be praying for in these days. The first one is this, that we sent out to every member of Tuesday Break some Advent readings and a little decoration and a bar of chocolate as an encouragement because we couldn't meet this year. So do be praying for members of Tuesday Break as they receive those, and hopefully some are on their way, held up a little in the post, but as they receive them, that those readings that Billy and Jean wrote for Christmas and put together will be a real blessing. Pray for all our members of Tuesday Break, but pray for others in our congregation and community too, especially a number of our older folks who are at home and maybe feeling a little isolated at the moment. Secondly, at the other end of the age spectrum, as it were, pray for our Vibe Christmas party and events that are happening this Friday evening. So from 6 to 8, there's going to be a movie for the younger ones, for the younger Vibe. They're going to watch that in sort of socially distanced in church. For the older ones, then there's going to be socially distanced games in the building, a chance to be together, if somewhat apart, in the building for a last time this year. So pray for all that's happening this Friday night for the Vibe, junior and senior, and for all the connections that the Vibe makes with people and families in our communities. That would really be a way of drawing people in and sharing the hope of Jesus. The third thing to remember is that mince pies have been collected and are going round. Well, we're getting them for Storehouse, and Johnny's been encouraging children and young people to be doing chores and getting mince pies for Storehouse, and people have been bringing them in over the past 2 or 3 weeks. The aim was to collect 150 boxes to go into Christmas meal packages for families from Storehouse. Now, as you see, we've got hundreds on the video there. We've got over 160. Keep giving though, they'll all be used. But that's a real thing to rejoice in. But pray, please pray that as these Christmas meals go out with a box of mince pies, for each one they'll go to a family in need. Pray for those families that they may be, that these hampers, these mince pies may bring a real sense of joy and hope in the truth of Christmas for them this year in their circumstances. Pray for the Mwangis, for the Timothys, and for Heather. There's babies, there's busyness, there's changes afoot in people's situations and in the home in India. Lots to be praying for there, you'll see on the screen. Pray really for the celebration and the hope of Christmas to take root, and praying beyond ourselves and beyond our shores to these places and others too. That's a fourth thing to be praying for. For the Mwangis, for the Timothys, for Heather and the home and school in India. Fifthly, pray for our carol service, which is happening on the 20th of December. Well, it's pre-recorded and it will be there available on YouTube from 7 o'clock in the evening onwards. You can watch it then or watch it another time. Pray for that and for all of our worship this Christmas, that even where we are together apart, there's still a real meaningful sense and joyful sense of our worship. But particularly pray for the Advent Carol service as that comes together. A lot of great work has been put into that, musically and video and bits and pieces. That'll be something that brings us great joy, but something we can share too. People can share on Facebook and YouTube and whatever with friends, that other people can watch and engage with a carol service they might otherwise have come to and sing and feel that Christmas spirit, but also hear the good news of Jesus. And lastly, to think about is these leaflets, Christmas Hope in a COVID World. We're going to be giving these out with a little gift and a note from the church around the homes in the afternoon of the 20th of December, around the 500 homes around about us. Pray that as people receive one of these, which is a lovely and really relevant and powerful explanation of Jesus coming from the Father, full of grace and truth, into a COVID world, pray that by God's Spirit it would lead to the opening of eyes and hearts to the one who came to us and for us. That'll be a really powerful moment for people at Christmas as they receive one of those and read it. So Christmas may not be quite as busy, look a little different from previous years, but there is still plenty happening, plenty more as well as that. For you and me though, may the Christmas be even more prayerful than ever. Let's pray for these things and hold them to our God with us, Emmanuel.